This time on DayZ, we uncover the secrets of Matty Ice's newly completed Bitterroot Map, including the hidden areas, the top points of interest, the secret base locations, the top 5 snipe positions, as well as the best loot route to take, all wrapped up inside our latest adventure. And as always, if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe. Our first point of interest takes us to Crow Mountain, positioned southwest of the map, next to the town of Broken Arrow. Here, at altitude, you will find Camp Telluride. Given the fact that most spawn points are south on this map, this is the perfect location to start off your adventures. A big lake, plenty of hunters' huts, a chance to find your first weapon, and food and water on tap. Next up, we take you to a tier 4 location, the Falcon Rock Complex. And as you can see, there are 4 exit and entry locations which take you to the underground facility. Once inside, you will find all of your high tier items such as weapons, ammo, clothing, you name it, you'll find it. This site is positioned far northwest of the map, but be careful. This will be the most highly contested area on any server you play. But as the old adage says, with great risk comes great reward. Up next, and number 3 on our POI list, is the Hawkins Nuclear Facility. Now this is an interesting place and in my opinion, very well constructed. Yes, this is a toxic zone, you will need a full NBC kit, however, this encompasses a tier 3 loot zone. You will find some good stuff here, but with loads of vantage points, you will also need to watch out for snipers on the hills as well as on top of buildings. Point of interest 4, and this brings us to the main capital city of Bitterroot. This is Jackson Falls. There is so much to do here. This is a whole other adventure by itself, with all kinds from medical to military to undergrounds to sky rises. As you can see, we're zooming in here. There is a complete underground tunnel system which stretches from the south all the way through to the north of the town. Now you will need night vision there, if not at least a torch. There are some great new building assets in this town. Our friend Matty Ice has done a fantastic job here. He's even added what many of you will refer to as an embassy here. It looks like a small palace to me, with army grounds surrounding. And to top it all off, various sports stadiums to go take a look at. This brings us to POI 5, a series of small island areas for you to go and explore. Now these are perfect if you're looking to get away from the main populace, maybe hide out, or even create a series of stash or base locations, of which we will talk a little bit more in depth about in the next segment. And lastly, it wouldn't be right if I didn't add in one of the 6 Delta facilities which can be located northwest of the map. These are toxic nuclear bunkers. If you haven't already, make sure to check these out. This brings us on to segment 2 and my personal favourite, uncovering some of the mysteries of Bitterroot. Here we will go into some of the best, most hidden base locations on the map. This place is a rock formation with 1 entry, 1 exit just northeast of the town of Jasper. Now the great thing about this place is if you spawn in one of the south central towns, this only takes a few minutes to get to. It's obviously a cave base, it's well hidden, and the entrance you cannot see unless you go through the reeds. Therefore, unless you know it's here, you could be outside fishing and have no idea what's right next to you. This is a top pick. Next up, we revisit Jackson Falls, and this stadia on the east side is a great base location. There are 3 exits and entries, as you can see in front, 1 dead ahead, 2 at the sides. This is a 3-gate base, and one I will most definitely be taking advantage of in the future. Next up, and we have another cave base in the top 3 base location list. This is a little gem, and can be located in between the town of Hawkins and the Hawkins nuclear facility. Once again, you have to access this via water. You'll swim up to the reeds, go through the tunnel, which you cannot see. It's another hidden entrance. And inside, you've got a little sheltered bunker. Even got a bed and a sofa. Look at that. Now, this is so easy to secure. 1 door, right there, on the main entrance. You could have a series of doors and gates along this area here. For any potential raiders, you know exactly which route they're going to take, because there isn't any other. And as you come back out of the tunnel, you're going to be hit with a secluded open area ready for you to go fishing, of which, again, you cannot be seen if you hit the right area. And just north of here is March Air Force Base. Any shots kicking off around there, you are less than 5-minute run away. And given the fact that you are right on top of helicrash spawns, this is perfect. Now this brings us on to number 4 in the list, and this is by far the most difficult place to base build. Now by now most of you will know where this is located, but for those that don't, it's not far from the International Airfield. But this is the biggest pain in the backside if you're going to even attempt to base build up in here. The point of entry is of course swimming through and underneath the waterfall, but there is a bit of a rendering issue as you're about to see here. As I move around this cave, you can clearly see. Regardless of this fact, it makes our top 5 list. Moving on to my number 1 pick. Now this is the cave complex by Fort Simmons, which is northeast of the map. Once you find this place, you will be presented with what looks like a dead-end castle tower. But hold on. On the 2nd floor, there is a window. And check this out. You gain access to and from it, and it overlooks the Fort Military Complex. Perfect for snipe positions. What a spot. Now, as most of you will know, Bitterroot has become known as the perfect snipe map. Well, here's a great position for you, overlooking the town of Milton. And here we have a live kill on a live server. Now, I have muted the actual live comms and sounds so that we can talk through this situation. This guy's been kicking off in town, shooting freshies. He's got a rifle, and he's about to go on top of the guard hut. Now, my shot here, I'm about 600 meters away. It's at altitude. The zero in has to be perfect. Remember, the higher you are, the lower you need to scope. And he's down. Snipe position 1. For this one, we head over to the International Airfield, which all of you would know by now, especially in the early testing of Bitterroot. Our character is gillied up, covering the tree line, looking down into Airfield, just north. This is one of the easiest snipe positions on the entire map. Not only will you probably not see the character up in the tree line, but this guy's about to take a trip back to the spawn points without ever knowing what happened. Now this is an absolute gem of a sniping spot, and we're back at Jackson Falls. Take a look at this construction building. The difference here is that some of the brickwork is actually filled in with just windows missing. And look how effective this can be. If you go right to the very top, and this is central in the town, you possess a fantastic advantage on any opponents. As you're about to see, our sniper finds himself a target. He takes his shot, our boy goes down, and furthermore, he can now take position anywhere else in this building to conceal himself. So, point 4 on the map. Here we go. The Haven Settlement. Now, this is such a cool area. At high altitude. And on this occasion, we have 2 characters in 2 separate snipe spots. Now, you may remember this tower from the old Chernarus map at Green Mountain. Our guy comes out, he sees a big comms tower in front of him, and he decides to take a little look. Little did he know, there's a guy already up there, taking a little look back at him. Shot goes off, both hit their targets, and it's sniper v sniper. Now you may remember this place, Fort Simmons, from the base locations earlier on, and we talked about the 2nd floor window. Well, this is so good that I just could not put it outside of the top 5. Our character jumps on top of the 2nd floor window. He's got a clear line of sight into the Fort Simmons barrack. And guess what? He cannot be seen. There is no way you're seeing him without a hunter scope from any form of distance. But he can see straight in. On this occasion, we have a player running through the fort compound, making a load of noise, and makes a fatal error. Once he's managed to get himself up on this watchtower, instead of staying inside of it, where he has some protection from the hitbox, as you're about to see, he's aiming outside. Easy shot. Well, we've landed on a live server in the town of Jasper. This is one of the southern spawn points for anyone that doesn't know the map. And now, we're going to go on our adventure. This is the best loot route that I have found so far. If anyone has any better, please be sure to share in the comment section on the video below. Okay, so we're picking up as much basic stuff as we can here to ensure that we can carry out our journey. Food, water, some basic supplies, and we're going to make a point of not grabbing anything other than survival gear until we hit the militaries on this loot route. And let's just see how kitted we can end up. Now, one last thing not to forget here. This is a live server and anything can happen. Currently, we are sitting at a median pop. So that's about 30 to 40 players on this server. And having said that, let's get on with the journey. Well, this is the first car we found. So far, I do like these new asset buildings. So far, there's quite a bit of gear. We might need those boots later if we're going to go into the facility, nuclear facility. Just in case we do. It does spawn good loot there. Oh, it's a dude. See if he's friendly. Hello, dude. How you doing? Well, he ain't talking. He's run off into town. Okay. No threat there. Little does he know, we've just cleaned that out. So the first part of our journey sees us travel from the town of Jasper to the international airport, where we start to pick up a few little bits. Well, we've made it to the international airport under a barrage of fire coming through one of the local nearby towns. One of the things we do have to be really careful of here is once we get anywhere near the runway, is snipers on the hills. Check these trucks out. I do love these new truck assets. Well, as you can see, we haven't got a lot at all at the moment. However, things are looking up with a silenced FX45 there. At least we can take Zeds out now. Alright, nice. Got some boots. Got another silencer. We'll take that. We're going to try and stack up on as much ammo as we possibly can. We don't want that. We'll take the SK. Well, we've not been shot at yet. Not here anyway. The Humvees are always worth a little check. Nothing there. Okay, moment of truth coming up here. Let's get onto the airfield. We'll check a couple of Livonia towers out. The main ATC. There's a fountain there also. Fill up on water. Now, these aircrafts do spawn quite a bit of gear in. I'm going to take the bullets out of the SK. There we go. That's that done. Fill this up. Now, one of the things that did kind of amaze me a little bit is at the airfield, there's not many barracks or ovals at all. So, looting around here isn't going to take that long. Take the scope, though. Right, let's go and check this out. Now, if you're going to get sniped around here, it is probably going to be at this location. Other FX there. Just double checking, we actually had it. We did. This is such a horrible spot. Up there, on the hillside, is one of the best sniping positions around this area. We've made it. Let's get the hell out of here. Up next, we head due north from the international airport to Juno Barracks. And this is quite a tidy little military to come visit. Oh, hello. Combat backpack on the floor. Thank you very much. We'll take that. We're starting to look a little bit half-geared here. Now, there are quite a few Zeds around in this Juno Barracks, but there's a little bit more in terms of ovals and barracks down at the bottom end. There's a Z here. Right, sit your ass down. Gun cleaning kit. That'll come in handy. What can we find here? Not a lot by the looks of it. Now, this is also another one where you can snipe from the hilltops here. Mainly over on the west side. Is that a large tent? Bloody hell. If only we were staying on here, building a base, that would have come in handy, that. Alright, a bit more ammo. We're doing quite well for ammo so far. Yeah, more of those new trucks. Love them. I don't like searching all of those big old double-storey barrack places. Hardly get a lot there, you know. I thought that was a player then. Okay, we've got a Z behind the barrack here. Oh, hello. Hello, MK12. 556. Take some of that. Anything here? No, I don't think so. Yeah, I knew we'd set a load of these off. So far, no contact though, which has been quite handy. Now, we do have a couple of 7.62 39s and 9x19s there. So, we are able to fire back should we get into any kind of gunfight with the SK, at least. There's been quite a few of those Leopold scopes as well. Okay, I think we're done. We're through that. We're a little bit more kitted. Time to move on to our next position. So we head out from Juno Barracks east to Eagle Mountain, where we get into our first live interaction. Well, that took about 8 minutes to get from A to B here. And there has been a load of gunfire just north of this position on our way in. So I would have thought that this place has already been looted. Now, this big building in front of us is the new police station. And I must say, it's a lot better, in my opinion, than the old police station assets. He's done a really good job here with this. But we're not going to go in there. I want to head straight out over to the barracks just a bit north of this location. Maybe the watchtowers. We'll go and search a few of those. And really, what we're after is either a better weapon and some ammo. I still need a scope for the SK. Other than that, food and water, we're good. Let's just see what we can come up with here. Oh, hold on. That's a silent shot. Is that... It's coming from over at medical, isn't it? Oh, there's a guy there. Killing... Is he killing Zeds? I think he's killing... Yeah, he's killing Zeds. Well, he's got his weapon out. We might be able to do something here. Actually, we can set a bit of an ambush. It looks like he's going through the medical tents. So he's clearly after either medication or NBC stuff. So if we get there quick enough... I thought someone was in the hospital there, but they're not. That's alright. It was a Z inside. If we get here quick enough, we might get the up on this guy. I think he's looting, hopefully, around the middle edge of these tents. Let's just lie down and see if we can set him up here. Is that an EpiPen? There he comes! Damn. Missed the first shot, but I've hit him there. Let's finish him. Oh, he's already dead. Oh, he's got a silenced M4. Oh my god, this guy's stacked. Look at all that ammo. Platey. Oh shit. That's worked out alright. We take all his ammo. He's got nails. Obviously trying to build a base, isn't he? Oh my god, look at all that. Take that. Oh, we've got a sniper now. Oh, I think we're good. Look at that SR-25 sniper. We've got a silenced M4. Oh my god. Let's get rid of all that shite we had. Beautiful. Next up on our journey, we travel north again from Eagle Mountain to Three Frogs Campground. Well, we did get a little bit lucky back there. The guy certainly was kitted. So we've got an extra couple of nades, a bit more ammo, and a couple of decent weapons. But having said that, this next couple of areas that we're going to highlight is where you will find those weapons. Anyway, we're over at Three Frogs Campground, and we're looking around for any kind of additional ammo. Maybe even a Tundra or Blaze. Not that we actually need it. What's a sea chest there? Take those chlorine tablets. Now the beauty of this place is it's actually quite remote. It's quite far on the northeastern edge. There is a medical here, and I think we've just seen a truck a little bit further up the compound. There's also a pub, so any kind of hunting scopes, any kind of snipers, 308, 7.6254 ammo, that type of stuff, you are probably going to find here. And who knows, if you're lucky, you might even find a cooking pot. Now, those that know my channel, you will know a cooking pot is essential for our survival. So, I think there's about 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think there's about 12 hunters' huts here. So the chances are pretty high. Now, had we kept the SK, that scope would have been good back there. So far, not much joy here. We've got one 308. Quite a few sea chests to spawn in, by the way. But other than that, it's not been brilliant so far. I think this has been hit. It was a medium tent there. Well, that's alright. Another 308. Loads and loads of clothing. Oh, there you go. Cooking pot. Beautiful. We've already got a burner. So now all we need is some gas. I think I just heard a hen here. So, as you can see, there's also a well here. So, it's a great little stop-off point. Especially if you haven't quite got all of your sniping requirements. Alright, let's get some extra food. Dump all those in there for the time being. Now, there has been quite a bit of action up here over the last little while that we've been messing around on this server. Quite a popular area, even though it is quite remote. Doesn't look like anyone's been here for a while, though. Let's go and check the room at the back. Oh, perfect. Look at that. There's the gas. That's the last little bit we need. We can now cook. We are self-sufficient. Beautiful. We are good. Food and water is no longer a problem. So, we've got what we come for. I guess we best use this time wisely. Now, there are a couple of barracks just up the top here. Good night, you. We're at a point where we don't actually need too much. We could do with a little bit better clothing. There's a bit more ammo there. We'll take out the 5.56 from the Pioneer magazine. We'll fill up our other M4 mag. Where's that other Z gone? So he's pissed off. Another gun cleaning kit. Don't really need that. No. USG. Okay, we will continue to grab as much ammo as we possibly can. Every little bit helps. Yeah, there's that truck over there. We'll go and check that out. I should imagine that's just spawned in. It'll be empty, no doubt. I think there's a couple of wheels missing by the looks of it. In fact, it looks like all the wheels are missing, so that's no good for us. But as you can see, this is a truck spawn point, so always useful to know. Was that Tets in there? Take Tets. Where's the other lot? There you go. Gas masks. Gas filters. Yeah, no, nothing there we need. Yeah, just as I thought. Someone's taken the wheels off that. Oh well. There we go. Another great place to visit. Okay, up next, we move from here over to the second highest Tier 3 loot spawn area, which is March Air Force Base, located far northeast of the map, where we get into yet another interaction. But this time, we come up against the sniper. Well, I'm quite surprised we've got in here without any shots heard or fired. The server population right now is at 43. So there's a high chance that somebody is either here or really nearby. So what we're going to do is try and get some height. Try and get a bit of elevation. Get eyes on around the ground in a 360. We'll probably go on top of the main comms tower here. And if we can get up there without being shot, then at least we're going to be able to put on a bit of a perimeter, or at least have a good idea if anything is actually happening. There's no dead Zeds that I can see. There's no aggro Zeds anywhere. So I think it's quite safe-ish to attempt to get on the very top here. So far, so good. Now, if there was anyone sniping about here, we'd probably already have heard about it. Now, everything looks Q over that way. There's the fire station. Hangars all look good. Tower's good. Watchtower's good. I'll be very, very surprised if nobody is here at all. Now, over to the far northeast side of this airfield, there is a little town. There's also a well here too. But as you can see, up on the hillside there, prime sniping spots. The only difficulty really is you need to know your distances, because that is quite some way away. You're looking at a good 600, 700, 800 meters there. Plus from an elevated position. So remember, if you're shooting from height, you need to aim slightly lower on your zeroing in. Now, do these aeroplanes actually spawn any loot? It doesn't look like it. But there are a number of ovals here. These dudes don't want to go down. You'll probably be well aware now, since a couple of the last updates ago, where they took care of the silenced weapon noises, we're not as silenced as we used to be anymore. So you'd have heard that from quite a distance. Another pioneer there. We don't need that. But we haven't actually found any masses of loot that we're kind of interested in. But that does have something to do with the kill we had earlier on. But again, there are half-decent weapons here. And it is, don't forget, a tier 3 loot spawn location. So you're going to find some half-decent stuff here. Alright, that's the last Zeds around there taken care of. Let's go visit the fire station. Slightly different colour into the normal. This is green rather than red. I think we're best off just having a... Oh! Hold on. Big shot. Sounds like an SVD or something. That's got to be up there on the hills. There is a building up there. I think there's a little church up there or something. Over to the left-hand side. Can we spot anyone? I don't think that was shot at us. But if it was bloody nowhere near us. Let's get the old sniper out. Yeah, there's a little cabin up there. It's not from there, I don't think. Actually, it looks like a pub. So that's where people normally snipe from, on the rocks. I can't see anyone. It may be worth us just hanging fire for a little while, just to see if anyone drops. Oh, there you go. There's a guy there. He's scoping in, look. This is a long, long shot. Gone behind the tree. We ain't hitting that. No, nowhere near. Nowhere near. We're well off. I haven't had time to zero that distance in, but he knows we're here now. Time to move position, I think. There's a door down here. Let's jump on that. Off we go. Now, the thing is, because he's dropped from height, he's dropped his elevation, he's not going to be able to see us running around down there till he clears the tree line. Oh, this don't look good. Cut up human body. So, is there two around here, or is it still just one? Oh, there he is. Well, there's one. It's not the same guy, but it's definitely one. He's dead now. What's he got? He's got a little bit of gear there. M4 on a Tundra. And so from here, we head far northwest of the map to the main Tier 4 loot location, the Falcon Rock Complex. Now, to give a little bit of context on that last interaction, we did search around for a little bit to try and find that shooter on the hill. We couldn't find them, so we've moved forwards. And look at this. Straight away, we find an M4 OA1. That's what we come here for. And who knows what else we may find there. This is the top loot location on the map. So hopefully, we are going to find every last little bit that we've been looking for. Now, the beauty about this place, you look on top of here and you've got a number of military buildings, an office to go and check out, but that isn't where it's at. Underneath all of this rock is a huge tunnel system, and that is where you're likely to find your very best loot when you play Bitterroot. So make sure you check this out, as well as the other Tier 4 dotted locations called Deltas 1 to 6. Remember, for Deltas 1 to 6, you will need a MBC full suit. Oh, look, we've got night vision as well. But don't forget also, this is going to be the most highly contested area on any Bitterroot server. So, make sure you're ready. We're going to head over the rocks here. We're going to drop down into one of the underground entrances, where, if I'm honest, I'm expecting to get into some kind of confrontation here. Probably quite quickly. I have no doubt that there's probably all kinds of booby traps, tripwires, landmines, all kinds of stuff going on down there other players have placed. That is quite a typical thing. So in the last few days I've been playing this map, the barrack behind us, there has been a load of landmines. And generally what you'll find is players will place them down and hide in the rock formation we've just been at. And obviously once you've hit your landmine or your tripwire, they're straight down to take your loot. So just keep a little eye on that. I'm a little bit hungry as well, actually. And we've got some those chicken breasts nearby. There you go, night vision on. And we're already seeing loot all over the floor here. Spawned loot, not player drop loot. And all of these drop stuff, by the way. So there's another scope there, Leopold. What we got here? Another 101 mag. We need to sort our stomach out. Let's go and eat a little bit of this. Probably not the safest place to take care of this, but nonetheless, we can move on. Now, the interesting thing here, there are 4 different areas to this tunnel. So you could be got at from any one of multiple directions. I think there's a weapon on the floor here. Oh, is that a Genesis? Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want the Genesis. Haven't got an M79, so we don't need any of that. Plus they're only smoke. Now there is a good old train track here. And look, this looks like Livonia, doesn't it? The Livonia bunker. There's one of those rooms here. All these crates that you can't interact with all over the place. This looks like it's been looted. Every door's kind of open. There's not a lot here so far. What we don't want to do is set all these Zeds off. There's quite a few of them around here. Don't need any 9x19. We don't need that shite weapon. Now, bearing in mind the echo system in this tunnel, even though we're silenced, anyone nearby, anyone inside is probably going to hear that. The old Cedar rounds, yeah. Now, this here is blocked off. So, we're going to come out of the train track system. And we're probably going to head east of here. North of here is the edge of the map. Oh, we don't want any of that. Okay, someone's definitely been down here. They've locked in a load of Zeds in there. Question is, are they still down here? Have they set some kind of little ambush, maybe? Chances are quite high. I don't even know what I was looking at there. Ammo. That's the Genesis. We don't want that. No. Oh, no one's taken the ammo out of it. Oh, hello. That's what we come down here for. Get your eyes on that. SBR 300. That'll do. I do like that weapon. I can't see anyone else around, you know. Let's just move some of this about. We'll take that. There we go. We don't need the gas filter. Okay, let's head east and get out of here. We come for the gun that we wanted. We haven't searched the north tunnel, so there's probably going to be a load more loot up that way. But at the end of this tunnel here, there is a load of military buildings for us to go take a look at. The other thing you've got to be careful of around here are bears. Everywhere in the mountainous regions, there are bears all over the show. And we've just heard one. I think it's just behind us on the rock somewhere. Yeah, we have, and we've aggroed it. Okay, we need to get over here. We've got those stems, so we can't jump. That's not good. He's definitely coming for us. Where is he? Here he comes. Which side you coming in, old boy? Are you going to play out there, are you? Oh, shit! That's not what you want. How have I not checked my ammo? Oh, no. Which one? Here he comes. Other side. Boy got in the door. Oh, my God. Black bear. I didn't even see that. Another sniper rifle there. And that concludes our loot route, people. For me, this was the best loot route going. So be sure to go check it out. And let us know in the comments section how well you got on. Until the next time, though, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please don't forget to subscribe. Take care.